In last video, we have covered the how actually hash set works internally by pictorial representation. We take the one example of the students. We have created the four student object having the different marks and name. After that, I showed you how to override the equals method, how to override the hash code method. While taking example, we took the simple example to calculate the hash code by modulo 11. Okay, so whatever the marks, we will calculate the hash code by modulo 11. So what will be the reminder? It will be the our hash code for this particular student object. So I show you how it's actually creating node and how it put into the hash table bucket. If what happen if there is a collision between the hash code, if you find the same hash code for the more than one object, then how it is work, that I already showed you by the pictorial representation. Now in this video I will try to show you by source code only. Okay, so I will show you what is the code actually in present in the hash set add method and how it is calling our hash map hash table code to put this simple value in the format of key value pair. Okay, I already told you in hash set there is no concept like key value pair, but in map we store the value in the form of key value pair. Hash set internally calls the hash map and hash map internally call the hash table, but we are storing the only value. So what it is does, it take our value whatever we are going to add in hash set, it will take as it is a key, means whatever object we are going to store like student, it will consider as its key, and after that from its key it will calculate the hash code. Once it's calculate the hash code, then it will put on the hash table, add the hash code number, and it will create the node with the hash code and key s1, that is student s1, and it will put the value as a present, that is constant. I told you in last video, it is value is nothing but the simple static constant which is of type object, is nothing but it's a simple static constant. Okay, so let me show you now by example. So what I have done, I have created the one class that is student. After that I have take the two fields, that is marks and name. After that I have created the one parameterized constructor with these two fields. Okay, after that I have created one main method, that is, let me show you before main method what I have done. I have overridden the two methods actually, equals method and hash code method. In last video I told you how to override this equals method and how to override the hash code methods, what is the actually use of equals and why we need to override the hash code method also. I told you in a last video. If you guys have not seen the last two videos, I will recommend you to go through this last two videos. It will help to understand this. Okay, so here in equals method I have written the logic to check the equality between the two students, like if they have the same marks and have the same name, then only students are equals. Because if we don't override the equals method here and if we directly check s1 equals to s2, then it will return the false even though they have the same marks and name, because their memory address are the difference. That's why it will return as a two different, it will consider as a two different object and it will return the false because they are not equal. So that's why we need to check the equality on base of marks on their names, not on the memory location. So that's why we have override the equals method. Okay, and after that hash code, it is recommended that whenever we are overriding the equals method, we should override the hash code method. It's a contract one type actual. Why we need to override the hash code method? Because in collection there are some of the collection which already works on a hash code, like hash map, hash table, hash set. These are the some of the collection which already works on a hash code. Okay, so that's why when we override the equals method, that time the if we don't override the hash code, that time it may not work properly. So it is recommended that whenever you are overriding the equals method, you should override the hash code method. Hash code method is nothing but the simple method which returns the only integer value by using a simple arithmetics. Okay, so now here I have written the hash code method which simply modulo 11. Okay, so what will be the, then inside main method I have created the for student object. After that I am trying to print the hash code for this all S4 student. S4 student, and after that I have created the object of hash set and tried to add this 3 student, and I will try to print this hash set. What is the output of this hash set? So you can tell me what will be the hash set for this S1. Of course it will be marks modulo 11. So what will be the here? Remainder 1. So what will be S2? 46 modulo 11. It will be 2. What will be the S3? 40 modulo 11. It will be 3. Sorry, it will be 7. And for S4, 45 modulo 11, it will be 1. So here you can find the hash code for S1 and S4 are the same. So what will now happen? It will be collision of the hash code. So it will create the linked list of the nodes as I earlier told you. Okay, so now let's try to run this. So here you can find S1, 1, 2, 7 and 1, and in hash table we are getting the 3 3 student because I have added the only 3. Okay, now what is internally happening when we are trying to call the add method? If you go to add methods, here you can find it is putting the map dot put and key as our value and value as a present. So what is map here of? So map is nothing but the hash map here. So I told you hash set internally use the hash map. Okay, so this is hash map, and in hash map we are putting e as our key, and what is the value? It's a present. Present is nothing but the constant of type object. It will be the same whatever the element we are going to add inside, it will be the same. Okay, so here you can find it is putting into hash map whatever the object or value we are trying to enter, it will consider it as a key, and value it will be the constant present. Okay, once you go into the put method, so here in put method you can find it is calculating the hash from our key. Key is nothing but our student object, so it will call our hash of the key. We have overwritten the method, right, hash code method, so by default it will call this method and calculate the hash. Okay, so here it will calculate the hash for the student. Okay, it will be 1 2 7 whatever we have shown you, it will be the same because it is calling our overridden method. After that it is giving our key and value as a present. If you go to the put value, here you can find it is storing into the in the form of node. So I told you in node we have the 4 parameter actually. The first one is hash code, then second one is key, third one is value, and fourth one is the reference to the next. Whenever there is a collision between the hash code, we found that if suppose consider the S for S1, right, suppose consider for S1 we have the hash code as a 1, we put this node for hash code 1, but when we trying to add the S4, hash code is same, right, then it will go to the 1 number position. There it will find already we have the S1 student present already. Then what it will do, it will check if the hash code and key is same, then it will not do anything. If the hash code and key, that is student object, right, hash code is same but the keys S1 and S4 are the different, that's why it will not override. It will simply put another node next to the already available node, means it will put S4 next to the S1 and will create the reference from S1 to the S4 like here. Next, okay, so that is how actually the hash set working internally. Okay, so let me show you. by debugging the directly. So here let's go inside the add method. So here you can find key whatever the value we are going to add, that is s1 abc 56, right? Now, and what is present? Present is nothing but the object, it's a static constant, right? Let's go to the put, that is hash map put method. So here you can find it is calling hash. So let's verify whether it is calling our method or not, right? So let me give the debugger here also. So here you can find debugger comes to this our hash code method, and it will return the hash code as a 1. Okay, so here we are calculating the hash code. So hash code will be the 1, key will be the our student, and value will be the present object, and after that it will store into the node format whatever I have showed you in by pictorial. It will work as it is. Okay, so how in that way actually hash set working. Hope so guys you are clear with the hash code collision, you are working you are clear with how actually hash set work internally. It use the map and present static constant. Okay, and by using that key value pair it puts the value into the hash table by using our logic to calculate the hash code.